Have you ever struggled to grow your business? Do you know where your clients are on the client journey? Do you have a revenue funnel or a demand funnel or any of the things? Probably not. So let's start simple. Let's talk about making a client journey chart. It's going to look like this, client journey chart. Very simple. It could also be called a map. Why do we make a map? So we know where we are going. Very, very simple. My name is Nick. I'm here to help you the best that I can. This is something that I found most business owners never do. At Man Sales, we are business consultants focusing on revenue systems, processes, and assessments. What we do is we help you create things like this for your business. Now, this is just a simple little map, but every single business will have different information in the various steps and how they handle it. You have to figure out how your business would handle these changes or these inputs. So let's take a look at our simple little client journey map. Number one, we're going to start. The person's never heard about us. They don't know anything about our business or about us. The next thing, marketing. There's 4 ways they can be marketed to. As we know from Hormozy, if you ever read $100 million leads, there's only 4 ways to reach new clients. You're either going to do cold outreach, warm outreach, paid ads, or content, or my bonus number 5, acquisition. So that's where every single lead will start. Something has to happen for them to realize you're a business. If they have interest or they say, oh yeah, I want that information, they grab your lead magnet or they get into your funnel by giving you information for something of value normally, you have to figure out what to do with a lead. A lead comes in. I cannot tell you how many businesses we have consulted with where fixing the step right here changes their business day one. When a lead comes in, you must contact them immediately. Text message, email, and a call, however it's promised. Text message and email are mandatory. I normally like to send in a call as well. Try to contact this person. The reason is because if they saw your marketing and they became a lead, their interest is at its absolute highest. So we want to get them qualified. Can they buy the thing? So that we can get them to the pitch as quick as possible because their interest, their want or need of the project is as high as it's going to be right at this time because they're like, oh, I'm taking action. I'm saying yes, I want more info. So we want to get them qualified so we can get to pitching them as quick as we can. But we have to qualify. That's the next step that a ton of businesses, an absolute ton, you can screenshot this, a ton of businesses screw this up because they don't qualify. And I've seen this time and time again in my experience that when I'm helping a company, they have everything is great so about right there. They don't qualify. They don't ask, are you able to buy our product? You know, if you sell a $10,000+ product, you need to ask that person very quickly, are you cool with the fact that this could be a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 fix or more? Okay. Are you okay with that? This is not an instant fix. You know, this is not an instant solution. I'm not going to be able to wave my hand and, cure all your problems. Are you okay with that? This is going to take time and it's going to cost a good amount of money. You must qualify. No matter what you sell. For example, if you sold technology and you have a big SaaS product that's an enterprise level deal and they need 50 users for it to make sense, you have to tell them that literally right there, qualification. Because if they've got 5 users, they're going to get to the pitch and they're just going to say no because they're going to be like, we can't afford this. Or wait, you need 50 users. We can't buy it. We're sorry. We're out. So you wasted all this time and effort where you should have just qualified and you don't have to do any of these other things because they're not qualified. They cannot buy it. Same thing if you were to sell a roof. If they don't own the house, you can't sell them the roof. What's the point? They're not the homeowner. Okay, on to the next. Anyway, they become a lead. You qualify them as quick as you can. You can use your marketing to qualify them as well. That's a really tricky thing that a lot of smart marketers do so they know that if they're to this point, they're already qualified because it says it in the marketing. Oh, if you make this amount of money and you live in this zip code, you own your home, you do this, or you're this big a company with this many users who has this problem. That's how they get the market. That's how they get the lead in. They already know it's qualified. Very smart, but make sure you're qualifying them somewhat, because you don't want to waste all of your company time when you could be talking to other people who are more qualified. And then this is what we really focus on is once we get them to this point, how do we handle our pitch? Is it scripted? Do we know exactly what to say and what to send them? Do we have visuals? Do we have proof of concept? Do we have testimonials? Do we have the ability to demonstrate the value our product brings to the market or brings to this person? The pitch is incredibly important because that's what takes someone from, hey, I want information to, hey, I want to buy that, or I need that. And the better your marketing, you can have them thinking that, but they're not going to come right out and say, hey, let's do it until they have seen something else. They need some reassurance, some level of certainty. There are no products that are so amazing they sell themselves. It's not a thing. It doesn't exist. If you don't believe me, there's pharmaceutical sales reps. If you're addicted to drugs, you're buying it. Don't matter who's selling it. But here's where it gets really tricky. After the pitch, this is something that we at Man Sales focus on a whole business module. If you work with us, you're going to see this a lot. What do we do post-pitch? Is it a sale? Is it no sale? Are we going to follow up with them? Are we going to resell them? Are we going to upsell them? Are we going to downsell them? Are we going to ask them for feedback? So that's why it's so important. I know there's two big things here, and that's because just because they didn't buy doesn't mean we're done talking to them. There's a lot of great information you can get from people who don't buy. I found an unbelievably amount of useful information has come from people who didn't buy. And when I asked them to say, hey, it was really great chatting with you. We want to send you, like I always do it this way, and it's a free $1 million tip. Hey, we want to send you a free something. It could be a free tumbler. It could be anything. Could you take 5 minutes and just chat with us? We're working on our product and our company. How could we make this process better or make our product better so in the future you'd either be more likely to buy it or someone would be more likely to buy? You'd be amazed what a free, $20 metal tumbler, how much information that can get you and how many millions of dollars you could make off that information, because now you have real live user feedback. There you go. How can we make our systems better? How can we make our sales process better? Why didn't you buy it? And the beautiful thing is, if we're right here, and you ask them, why didn't they buy it? It's a great time to resell them. If they say, hey, I didn't buy it because it's too expensive, or I didn't buy it because I didn't feel like the features lined up. Okay, what features? Little things like that, you might still sell them. Gives you an extra swing. It lets someone else try. I normally recommend a different person be their follow-up person than the sales rep that did not sell them, because it may be a clash of personalities. You never know. Here's the other big thing. Every deal that is sold, that's an unsold. That's the gold. I call it the unsold gold right there. You trademark that. Now, let's talk about the people we did sell. Do you have a journey for them? How is our product delivered? How do we enroll them? How do we get them up to speed, onboarding wise? How fast is that process? What does it take for that? And that, if I have it as one little drop down, that should be its own map called the onboarding map. And you should have maps for every one of the steps in your business so that, number one, they're streamlined. Number two, you know what they are. And number three, you can train someone very quickly to be like, hey, welcome to the company. This is what it looks like when we bring on a new client. Please learn this map step by step. And then they can have this at their desk and be like, oh, okay, so I'm talking to a client. And then when you have intercompany communication, you could say, hey, I got a client. They're in the lead phase. We need to qualify them. Everyone knows what that means because they can look right at their chart and go, oh, they're not qualified yet. We don't have to pitch them. Or, oh, we're in the pitch process. The sales rep might need this. Great. Or no, we didn't sell them, but we're looking at the follow-up right now to find out why. And maybe we can set up a resell or a repitch or a rehash. Or no, we did sell them. We're waiting on the deliverable right now. That's the timing. We need another week for the deliverable. Please let the client know. And then let's also ask them for a testimonial or referral. We're not quite there yet. Let's deliver the product, but it's on the next step. Tee it up. It keeps you on track so that you can repetitively grow your business. And this is such a silly little stupid paper. It could be worth millions of dollars to your business. Keep that in mind as you go through your business. Every step should be documented so that you don't have to remember. It just is the fact of the business. If you need help with something like this, if you've never made a client journey map before, we specialize in making these. It is a consultation. You're going to pay for it. It's worth its weight in gold. Because if you know this, you can add to it. You can adjust it. You also can find where the holes are in your business. For example, we'll say, they see our marketing, and then they have a tough time becoming a lead. They don't know how to reach out to us. We don't have lead magnets, or we don't have a good way for them to contact us, or a fast way. Or they become a lead, and it takes us 3 days to call them back. So they're not even interested really anymore, and we're trying to qualify them. Or we're qualifying them, but we overqualify them. And the people are like, I don't know. Or we underqualify them, and we get to pitch, and 3/4 of the people are like, I didn't even know what we're buying. Every step has to be thought of and articulated. And that's how businesses explode. It's how businesses go from 1, 2 million to 3, 10 million, 3, 5, 7, 10 million very quickly. They understand processes, and they understand the journey. If you need help with this, comment below. I'm Nick. I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments. I'm also probably going to set up a free pilot program coming up. So I'm probably going to need 3 to 4 volunteers for that. Stay tuned.